speaking to Eddie Hearn said that he sees this new light in Tony Bellew. He can potentially go on for another 3/4 more fights. What do you see? And Eddie mentioned that we'd like the Andre Ward fight, and I said, well, he's retired, and he said, well, you know.
Ward's not. Well, I know he's retired, but I know he's back training. He's hinting and he's saying things about him coming back.
He hasn't actually said anything about coming back.
But he is. He's coming back. But I don't care. It's just this fight. I'm kind of like one of them. I just want to, because I know it's a dangerous fight. So I just want to focus on this fight, get it out of the way, because nothing else matters if you get beat May 5th.
Absolutely.
But yes, I said to Tony after the last one I want him to retire, but he didn't. Now he's told me that, because it's a difficult one, because he's actually getting better. It's not like he's on slide. But he's telling me one more fight, maybe 2. But we'll see.
I know we caught up on Saturday after the Groves Eubank fight, but obviously after reflecting on it, taking some time out, Dave, and obviously listening to Prince Nassim's comments, what was your reaction? What was your reaction?
That was brilliant. I remember I went out.
Do you think he would have got away with saying those comments on Sky? Because Eddie described it as a broadcaster's nightmare.
Yeah, once you're live, you're kind of like, they'll probably try and, I would imagine if somebody said something that you weren't wanting to talk, like, you'd probably cut on, got a break or whatever. I don't know. But I thought it was funny. I'm not saying it was good, I'm saying it was funny, it was hilarious. And if you want that sort of dimension for your channel, then great. Whether there's that much sense coming out of it, I don't know, because it kind of contradicts himself. Where he was, one minute saying he can come back from that course, he can learn from it. The next minute saying, well, you know what, I just think you should finish. A little bit harsh. It was hilarious. It was just how he was, his demeanour and everything. And it was TV gold. It was funny.
Yeah. Obviously there was, I believe, I'm not sure how true this is, or whether it was an old video, but a video went out Monday of Chris Eubank Jr. back in the gym again. So a lot of people are quoting that's a very recent video, and he's back in the gym post the Groves fight. But what did you make of him straight back into the gym again after all the criticism he received?
Fighters have done it for years, where there was fighters when we'd fight at Brendan's gym, or was it, if we got beat, we were back at the gym next day or the day after. It is what it is. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that he's going to go and do the exact same thing as what he always has done. I just want to get some frustration out, whatever, or just show people I'm back at the gym. I'm not going to go and sulk in a corner somewhere, because some fighters can go and disappear. He's saying, look, I'm back in the gym. I'm still believing that I'm going to achieve what I want to achieve. But for that, it's like I said before, for that, certain things need to change for us, in my opinion.
Yeah. Which are?
He needs to get or have a trainer that he respects enough to listen to. It's not good having a good trainer. I'm not saying people.
Was Adam Booth good for him?
Yes, 100%. 100%. But he didn't choose to listen to him. Then what good is a good trainer? What good is being around people that know the sport, knows how to get the best out of you, and are capable of giving you good guidance? If you don't take that guidance, if you don't listen to them, if you don't learn off them, what good is that? There's none. You might as well have no trainer. But if you've got people around you and you listen to them, they can improve you and make you a better fighter.
Do you think that it's Junior that needs to change, or his father?
I would say, listen, the buck stops with the fighter, because if Senior's giving him, Ronnie Davis is giving him instructions, telling him what to do, telling him how to do it, if they worked on how to do it, then if Chris isn't listening, it's his fault. his fault 100% because he's been told how to do it, he's been trained how to do it, coached how to do it. If then he doesn't go and implement that in a fight, it's his fault. If he hasn't been taught how to do it, it's the coach's fault. My issue is, if you're spending the bulk of the 1 minute preening and posing and posturing around the ring like he has done all the way through his career, senior, every time he's been in corner, it's all about your image, making sure that you've got, you're looking sharp in corner, as in jeans and a shirt. It's all about yourself. Then when shit gets real and the fighter's looking to you for some words of advice, all his career he's been prancing about and walking, going for struts himself and just standing there and looking at his fighter in corner and not really giving him any verbal instructions. Then all of a sudden, then you've got to go and then you've got to have that trust in that coach to tell you what you need to listen to, what you need to know. It's no good just saying, I haven't watched the fight back, so I don't know what was said in the corners. So I've been told by a couple of people is they're saying to him, pressure, close range down, pressure. How? What does it? Because it's not working. Tell him round after round that you're not closing range down. How? If he's not, why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you closing that range down? Can you not do it? Do you know how to take the steps? Do you know to step to your left? Do you know to step to your right? When he's moving that way, step to your right. When he's moving that way, step to your left. You can't just say someday, get on him. Because if that's inbred into you in coaching and in the gym every day, so you know when your trainer says get on him, you know what to do, you know exactly what to do to get on him. But if you're still not doing it, then the coach has to know why he's not doing it, or say to him, you're not doing it. You need to do this and that'll get you closer. You need to do that and that'll put pressure on him. When you get up close to him, don't just swing shots at him. I was gobsmacked at when he was up close how bad he was on the inside. I thought on the inside, that's his game. I thought he'd have got the shots off on the inside. But he was swinging away on the inside. So let me tell you, fighter, what it looked like. You know when you see these clips where it's just on machines, 100 mile an hour, that pad machine thing, just throwing loads and loads of shots. There's no thought to that. He's just throwing as many shots as he can in 60 seconds or whatever. So when he did get George onto ropes and he just looked to throw, it looked like he was just throwing whatever, rather than thinking I'm going to touch bam, touch there, bam. Do you know what I mean? There was just no thought to it. So in my opinion, watching it live on night, there's a few things that surprised me. I was shocked at how good George's legs were, because I'd said before, and I've not seen that for a while, and that's why I thought that George was going to tire out. I didn't think he was going to be able to control pace, but I didn't think he'd be able to control the distance because I didn't think he had the legs. I didn't think he had the active left hand that he used to have. I did say if he did, then George is best all day long. But I went with it and I said, no, I don't think he's got that. I think Eubank get on top of him, tie him out and stop him. Completely wrong. I don't mind saying that, we're an opinion. But I'll go back to how bad Eubank was with his feet and getting up close, how bad he was up close. But Groves was brilliant at what he controlled. It was him that controlled everything. But the thing that shocked me most was when Eubank did get close to him, how ineffective he was. So yeah, it is what it is. But can he come back from it? Can he learn from it? Yeah, of course he can. If he has a trainer that he respects and listens to him.
He mentioned that the weight, he felt the power, he felt the weight advantage, even when in the clinches and the punches, obviously.
The one thing that I'd forgotten about George was how good he is on, because they do a lot of grappling and things like that. I'd forgotten about how good he was on the inside, and he was massive on the inside. Took his head away from that uppercut, locked him up. It's really, really good. Yeah, it was good. It was nice to see how good he was.
So after that comment that he made, do you think it's best for him to go back to middleweight? Is that?
I think so, but I don't know how hard it was for him to make middleweight. I don't know if it's something where it would kill him to make middleweight, then not. He may be one of those fighters that are just kind of like in between. But what you have to remember is, it doesn't matter about the weight, George Groves can punch. So if you're getting repeatedly hit by George Groves, you're going to feel the weight. It could have been a fully fledged super middleweight. You're getting nailed off of Groves, you're getting hurt. So I don't know if that is down to it or what, but it's more, the more important thing is down to the ability and down to changing the structure of the fighter.
Well, I'm sure in the next couple of weeks we'll find out if there's any changes or movements or what he plans to do, because obviously he's with ITV, not with Frank or Matt or Eddie, so we'll be interested to see what his next moves are.
Yeah.
Dave Coldwell, as always, my man, it's been a pleasure. I shall see you next week in the still city of Sheffield.
Are you not up at Manchester?
I think that Owen will probably be there for Manchester. I'm covering Frank Warren on Saturday night.
Where's he got shot?
Yeah, York Hall, Anthony Yard, Daniel DeBoer,
right,
etc.
yeah, got a couple of good prospects there, yes.
Yeah, 100%. So I'll be in Sheffield.
Who are they fighting?
I'm not too sure. Again, just I think DeBoer's 4 or 5 fights.
Yeah, Dubai, yeah, but what about Yard?
Yard's 12, 13 fight.
Yeah,
they've got an opponent. I can't call the name.
Okay.
Dave Coldwell, as always, we'll catch up with you next week for FightHype.com. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.